Hey, my name is Phil and welcome to this video. Now, today we're going to be doing a tutorial, specifically a Getresponse landing page tutorial. Now, if you watched my last video, I did a full Getresponse review. I've actually used Getresponse for about 4 years now, and it is my favorite email marketing tool. So I have a lot of insight with there. If you haven't actually got started, it's the perfect video for you. And while we're on that topic, if you haven't yet got started with Getresponse, I have got a link in the description, which will be helping support the channel. And if you do use that link, I'm also giving away some free email marketing templates you can use. More information about that in the description. So what we're going to be doing today is creating a landing page from start to finish. It's going to involve all of the mobile optimization as well as all of the other things like integrations. And then once it's done, we're going to test it. And then after that, one extra bit of bonus is we're going to integrate it to a WordPress website using the plugin, which is actually really easy to do. So it's not a big deal. But I'm going to show you that as well. It's going to help a lot of people, I know, so that's basically the whole idea. So what we're going to do now, we're going to jump behind the screen and we're going to get stuck into today's video. And if you do enjoy it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. A bit of love on these videos goes a long way. All right, let's get started. Okay, here we are behind the screen. Let's go ahead and get started creating a landing page. Once again, if you have watched the last video, this is currently left off from there. So we have created a quick autoresponder, quick workflow, and an extra list. Nothing too crazy. If you are brand new, it shouldn't be a big deal either. So two ways we can get started with landing pages. First is clicking on the hamburger menu at the top and we can choose landing pages, or we can come to create landing page. Now, what this is going to do is show us all of the different templates. Now, if you have a specific goal in mind or a specific type of promotion, you can use the tabs to narrow down your searches on the left. If it's a promotional, if it's a download, if it's a webinar, all that sort of good stuff. Or else you can just click to all templates and you can choose one here. Now, if you are a beginner, I highly recommend you don't start from scratch, just because there is a lot of things that you have to put together. If you're not 100% sort of confident with landing pages, if you're sort of brand new to it, I highly recommend you use one of these templates and modify it to suit your needs rather than starting from scratch and then adding in elements from there. Reason being, you may leave out a few important things that most landing pages already have. Plus, it's already mobile responsive. It's already really easy to use. So I tend to just use the frame, I guess you could call it, of the existing templates, and then I go ahead and modify it from there. So for this particular tutorial, what I'm going to use is this one here. It is the lead generation template. And the reason I like it is because it's quite simple, it's quite basic, but it has a good sort of structure to get started with. If you want to follow along, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to choose this one. So I'm going to click select template, and then I'm going to call this the simple opt-in form, right? So you can call it whatever you want. Remember to call it for the reason people are sort of opting in. Could be a newsletter, could be a a free call, it could be a free form, could be a free list, it could be whatever you want to call it, right? So I might actually call it the affiliate list. Yeah, I'll just call it the affiliate list download, right? So once again, just to show you what it looks like, here's the thank you page, like so. I'm going to go ahead and click next step. Now, it's only going to take a few moments to load. It's really quick, which is good. And if you watch the review, this will all be quite familiar. Now, once the page is loaded, this comes back down to the whole point of not having too much stuff on a landing page. The whole point of creating this landing page is this, right? You want to gather their information. So if you focus on creating too much pretty things or adding in too much information, what you're doing is inevitably is making it a longer process for someone to put in their email, right? So if you had all these different points, people can come down here, have a big read. If you've got a video, people will watch the video, and then there's a good chance they may get distracted and not put in their email address, right? So what I generally try to do is remove as much sort of fluff as possible, and just keep the bare bones sort of landing page. So I'm going to delete majority of it, as you can see, and then we have just got this one section. Now, all I'm going to do is actually just click and drag on the section a little bit, so we have a little bit more space on the page, so when someone comes, they don't see the bottom, like so. And then all I'm going to do is add in one more text module, and this is going to come right down here at the bottom, and this is going to be for my privacy policy and terms and conditions. All landing pages need it, and you need to display a privacy policy. I'll also create a video about privacy policies and stuff later on. So this is why it's here. So basically what I would do is, if I had a logo, I would replace it. If you don't worry about it, just get rid of it. You don't actually need one. But inside here, I will try to think of a captivating point or the reason people are opting in. So it could be like, download my top recommendations for affiliate programs, something like that, and just stretch it out a little bit. As you can see, it's quite big. So what you want to do is just double click and just keep shrinking it till it's a better size, like so. The list of my top recommendations for affiliate marketing. So hopefully that's good spelling. If it's not, I dropped out of high school. Sorry about my spelling. So what I'm going to do here is just put a supporting sort of note. So what I'm going to say is, enter your name and email to get sent the affiliate list. Right, so that's just telling them that they need to put in their name and email below to get sent to the list. Right, so that's sort of pre-framing them that once they do that, this is what's going to happen. And what I'm going to do here is, I don't really like the border of the button. It's quite round. I like sort of square and sharp. So double click on that. On the right, we've actually got sort of like a pencil looking tool, pencil brush tool. And inside here is where you're going to have your border. So I'm going to change it to 10, and then I'm going to click on, I might actually make it 0. And then I'm going to click the lock button, which means that all of the corners are now going to be identical. I might make it 5 actually, just to mix it up a bit. Okay, so we've got 5 there now. If I click off it, you can see it's square. Now I'm going to just move it a little tiny bit, make it even with the other ones, drag it out so it's the same sort of width, like so. And then that's looking pretty good, right? So this is a very good looking thing. So what I'm going to write in here is change this to download the affiliate list. Oh, I'll actually change that. We'll send the affiliate list to your provided information, like so. So once again, it's just reaffirming. They put in their email and stuff here, and they're going to get it sent. Now I'm just going to leave this here because it's actually quite relevant to affiliate marketing, right? It's pretty standard. But what I'm going to do here is just change this bottom text. I'm going to first put privacy policy, and then put a little bar and put terms and conditions. Then I'm going to center it like so. I'm going to highlight privacy policy, click on link. I'm going to type in my privacy policy link. Sorry if I'm going quite quick. I just want to not waste too much of your time. Okay, so that one's done. And then I'm going to do the same for terms and conditions. Okay. www.legitmarketingreviews.com/terms and conditions. Okay, so obviously you want to put in your ones, not mine. So that's done. Looks nice and neat down the bottom. Now what we have to do, as we've got this all ready to go, is actually play with the mobile version, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click mobile. It's going to ask if it wants to create an optimized version. I'm going to say, okay, let's go. Now, just keep in mind, it's not always 100% accurate. Sometimes you have to move a few things around, but generally off bat, it's actually quite good. So I'm just going to drag it so it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to drag down the privacy policy terms and conditions. I'm going to drag this down a little bit too. I like to spread things out a little bit, right? So I'm going to drag down the entire box. I'm going to drag down the title. And what I'm going to do is actually just make it a little bit smaller and make this a little bit bigger. Like so, just so there's a clear sort of hierarchy of a title and a subtitle. I might bring these up a little tiny bit, like so. And I'm pretty happy with that. That looks really good, right? So we've got now our page. Just keep in mind, if you do change the text in here, sometimes it will change it here as well. It actually looks quite good there, so I'm happy with that. I might even drag this up a little bit, just so it's a little bit better looking. Yep, that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm happy. Things are looking good. Now, what you want to do just before we continue is actually go to your thank you page, right? And the thank you page is this. This is basically what they're going to get once they complete the landing page. And you just modify it just like you did before. Just be like, congratulations. People like to be congratulated. And what I'm actually going to do is add a button on here so they can actually download it instantly instead of having them to go to email. It just helps things on. You can put any call to action here if you want as well. Or maybe I'll actually put a link to my Facebook group. That might actually be a bit better. So what I'm going to do is the list is on its way. I might actually take that a little bit lower, is on its way. If you'd like to join our community, click the button below, right? And what I'm going to do is just drag a quick button inside here, like so. Now, as you can see, the button is a pretty crazy size compared to that one. So what I'm going to do is actually just change the height a little bit. Once again, I'm going to make it a non-rounded sort of button. I think I chose a 5 back there. Click on the lock, makes it all the same. And then I'm actually going to type in here, join the community, right? Join the community. And then what you want to do is highlight it all, put on a link, and then I'm going to put in here, follow me community. And that's my Facebook community link, like so. So that's looking pretty good. Now, if I scroll down here, it's all the same stuff. You can delete these if you want because you've already got their information. So I'm just going to delete them quite nice and quickly. And inside here, I might just put a quick disclaimer note. If the list doesn't arrive in 5 minutes, check your spam folder. Sometimes it gets lost, right? So sometimes emails, depending on which provider they use, like if it's, Gmail, if it's Outlook, all that sort of stuff, sometimes they go to spam folders. It depends on like a variation of things, but I just generally write that. It just covers my butt. So that's pretty good. That's looking pretty nice. Once again, you want to click on the phone. It's going to go ahead and create a mobile version. As you can see, it's a little bit out of whack here. So what I'm going to have to do is modify it a little bit. So I'm going to just drag it out a bit. This is tiny, so I want to increase the size of that. So I can double click on it, bring it up a bit, maybe 22 looks good. Drag this down a little bit, move the button as well. That's actually not too bad. Just this title is a bit big. Drag it down so it's 1 bar. So 46 looks pretty good. Keep in mind this will actually modify the laptop, but you can change it back. It's not a big deal. But before you finish, just make sure you check it's all looking very good. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. If I come back, as you can see, it's changed back. So we want to increase it once again, like so. And if you go back, it's still the same as it was, right? So everything's looking pretty good. Once again, I'll check the mobile. Yep, that's looking pretty good. I might even increase this just a little bit more, like so. Yep, I'm happy with that. Everything looks good. So what I'm going to do is click on the cog first. And inside here, I want to make sure I just put in all the information. So I'm going to put legit marketing reviews. And then inside here, I'll be like, if you're an affiliate marketer and you like, and you're looking for new affiliate programs to join, make sure you get this list. And the reason we do this is if you shared this to Facebook, it's going to be the initial words it has, right? Now, for the Facebook image, you guys would probably already have some imagery that you want to use. You might have what the list looks like. You might have some stuff. If not, you can always go to Shutterstock and find something relevant. A lot of these do cost, though. There is also free Getresponse images you can use. Just for the sake's example, I'm just going to choose this one. It's semi-relevant. Okay. And what it's going to do is it's going to become the favy. So if I now share this email or landing page, I should say, on Facebook, it's going to have this as the image. It's going to have that as the title, and this is the description. You can upload a favicon if you want. Majority of that's to do with branding. You don't have to. It's up to you. So I'm going to press OK. Now what you can do is you can press save, or you can go next step. I'm going to click save and go to the next step to show you what it looks like so. So this has been quite a quick tutorial. Hopefully you guys are following along. So that's all done. Here is our Getresponse page at the moment, which is okay. Now I'm just going to add this to my so default thank you page. This is if you want to use the thank you page we just created. If you wanted to redirect to your website link, you can actually do custom and then add in your link there. For this example, I'm just going to keep it on default. Now add into the I'm going to click Intact Digital actually. So this is the newsletter I created on the review video. So what this is going to do is add them to an automation cycle, and it's going to send them out an email instantly, which is cool. You can add in your remarketing and Google Pixels and everything there if you want. For this example, I'm not. If you have your own custom domain, you can do that as well, but I'm not going to do it for this example. So I'm going to go ahead, press publish. Now we have actually created this landing page. If I go to, I've opened it incognito accidentally. I'll just go back to a normal page. So it's an ugly sort of link at the moment, but that's completely fine. And if you come here, it's all ready to roll, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to type in Phil. I'm going to just type in my email address for this example, and I'm going to click sign up now. And then look what happened. It's gone to here, and this link is working, as you can see on the bottom left of the screen. So this is all done, right? So what I'm going to do is actually pause the video and open up my Gmail account and show you the email. Now the email has come through, but as you've noticed, it's actually a confirm your subscription, right? So this is the double opt-in method. If this is exactly what you're looking for, that's completely fine. Once I click this, I'm going to get sent the newsletter. However, what I want is not the double opt-in. I want the single opt-in. And to do that, it's actually quite easy. What you want to do is just come back to your landing pages. And there's a reason I didn't check it before, because a lot of people would usually skip it. So what I would do is come back here to landing pages, click on the three little icons, click on edit settings, and if you scroll down, there's a little button here, confirmed opt-in. All we need to do is uncheck that, and it should be ready to go, because technically, even though I've got a confirmed subscription message, until I click it, I'm not actually a lead in the email marketing platform and Getresponse. So that's just a little thing to look out for. So what I'm going to do is press back. I'm actually just going to reload it just so the list is updated, and I'm going to do it again. Intact Digital. This is just a test account as well, by the way, the Intact Digital Gmail, so don't try to hack it or anything. Click sign up now. Oh, so it is already subscribed. Never mind, it's still working. I'm going to click confirm subscription here, and then what will happen in a few moments is I'll actually get another email. Hopefully, if I can reload it, it'll pop up without me having to show you all my emails. Okay, so I had to go back in. It was definitely there. I just had to go back into the inbox to show you. And this is the newsletter. As you can see, the autoresponder wasn't that long, but it does work. Regardless, this is from Intact Digital, which is from Getresponse Mail to me, which is great. So that worked. Now, to show you it's also working, what I can do is come back into my dashboard, come into my lists, and if I look at my list, now I have one contact in each. As this is the one I just done, you can see my information is here, and it's gone through that campaign. So that's all working, right? So that's very cool. Everything is working. Now I want to show you one extra thing. What I'm going to do is open up a WordPress website. I'm going to install the landing page plugin, and I'm actually going to connect this particular campaign to my website. Okay, so here is a random website that I created a while ago. I had an idea that I didn't action on, but I'm going to show you on this website. So to install the landing page to the WordPress website, what we need to go to plugins, click on add new, and then we simply just need to search on here Getresponse, right? So it's very easy to do. In a few moments, you should see the plugin appear. Now, there's a few options here. Just make sure you choose the one by Getresponse. It has got a few bad reviews, but they created a version like 5 years ago that was terrible. But 2 years ago, they created a new one, but no one really uses it, which is quite weird. So what I recommend you do is click install now. And then what it's going to do is ask to activate it. And once you activate it, it will come to some details. As you can see, everything is miles out of updates. But go ahead on the left, go to Getresponse account. Now what you want to do is come back to your Getresponse account, right? So back to here. And you want to click on the menu at the top and come down to integrations and API. Now, when you come to integrations and API, you'll see lots of different tabs. What you want to do is just click on API at the top, right? And then it's going to come up with your generate API key. What I'm going to call this is WordPress, like so, generate. And what it's going to do is create a unique WordPress link, API key that you can use in your account. So you just click copy, come back to your account, paste it in there, and press connect, right? And then what's going to happen is it's going to say connected, which is really easy. And then what you want to do is come to landing pages and press add landing page. Now inside here is the landing pages that we have in our back office. So if I come back to landing pages, you'll notice we have two. All right, and this is the two that show up, these two here, right? So if I come back, these are the two here. So I'm going to choose this one, and what I'm going to do is just choose a URL that's going to look right. So I've just put affiliate-list, and I'm going to click published. Okay, so that's cool. Now if I open up this link, what you'll actually see is the landing page, right? And it's completely working, it's completely fine, everything's great, all the links are working, and you're completed. That's the landing page tutorial. The very cool part about this is you don't need to connect a domain to Getresponse. You're just going straight through your WordPress website, which I use all the time. And the great thing about it too is it's on Getresponse, the landing page, so it instantly integrates with all the email functionality on Getresponse itself. So it's very, very powerful. Now I'm just going to jump behind the camera quickly. I just want to say a few extra things. Okay, so that was the Getresponse landing page tutorial. As you can see, it did take a little bit of time, but in less than 15 or 20 minutes, we have a landing page successfully published, connected to an email. It's also going to an email responder, and it's also connected to WordPress. So less than 20 minutes, we've got a completely working landing page hosted on WordPress going to Getresponse. Very, very cool stuff. So I hope you guys have liked this tutorial. It was very quick, but I don't want to keep you guys, sort of around too long. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I know it's going to help a lot of people. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe for more videos. If you haven't yet got Getresponse and you want some email templates, obviously they're better than the one that I put in this specific video. It was just a test email, but I've got a lot of email templates you can get if you do decide to join Getresponse through the link in the description. Once again, 30-day free trial, no credit card required. But apart from that, that's it guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.